I wanted to connect with everybody and talk about a topic I just wrote about recently on my blog. AnnaRenderer.com is where I post all of my rants, right? I was a big fan of fairy tales growing up. The Little Mermaid, Sleeping Beauty, and Cinderella. All of those. And I think back to the Sleeping Beauty fairy tale when I was trying to convey how I really feel about the conversation that we're having with our mirror. And you guys know, if you don't already, I hate scales. And in all of my programs, I'm always telling people, smash the scale, get rid of it, you don't need it. And this is different. I am not mad at the mirror. I'm mad at the conversation that so many of us are having with that mirror. Before I go into how I feel about the magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, and I posted a picture that you are, my dear. Because when you think about the fairy tale, if you've seen Sleeping Beauty, you know how the story goes. The evil queen is so pissed every time she looks in the mirror and it says, who's the fairest one? Cinderella, right? Well, if only that evil queen knew that the only thing saying that to her was her own thoughts, her own feelings and perspective and perception of herself. We all have a magic mirror, don't we? We all have a beautiful mirror looking right at us every single morning. And where I want to have this conversation is, what do you say? What do you hear back? And there's too many people, too many women in this world, and you know them, they're your friends. If it's not you, it's your girlfriend, or it's your mom, or it's your aunt, or it's your cousin, and they're not feeling good about themselves. And every time they wake up and they look in the mirror, it's hurtful. It's flawed, right? It's not something that makes them feel good. And that's got to change. That conversation that we have with our mirror has to change. I don't want you to throw away your mirror like I want you to throw away your scale. I want you to totally throw away your scale. That thing serves no purpose. You know how you feel. You know how you look. You know what your energy is like, right? You don't need a scale to tell you how worthy you are. But you need a mirror. I want you to look in a mirror. I want you to see yourself, but I don't want the conversation to be this crap, this I don't love myself stuff. I don't want it to be that. And the only person that can change the conversation is you. In Sleeping Beauty, when the evil witch looks into that mirror, that magic mirror, she hears that she's not the fairest, and so she's upset. She's jealous. She's envious. It doesn't feel good. You have to think about the last time you danced and sang in front of the mirror. When was the last time you tried on 5 different outfits and just felt so fun and you just loved yourself? Was it when you were 5? Or was it when you were 10? Was it when you were 15? Or is it now when you're 35? You gotta have fun again with yourself. You gotta lighten up on yourself. And I gotta tell you right now, there's a lot of suckers out there. I don't want you to be a sucker. Listen to me right now. Do not be a sucker like the evil witch in Sleeping Beauty. She fell for it. She thought that mirror was right. And she thought that mirror could decide how she was going to feel about herself, who she was, what her potential is, how she's going to go about her day. Don't be a sucker. Because guess what? Weight loss is not the answer. Losing a few pounds and getting in better shape isn't going to change the way you look at yourself in the mirror. It has to start with your mindset. It has to start with how you're going to accept yourself. Because I tell you right now, you might lose 10 pounds, but if you didn't change your mindset to start loving yourself in the mirror just the way you are right now, when you lose that 10 pounds, you're going to have another goal. You're going to set another aspiration. And that's great. Set aspirations. Love yourself along the way. Along the way, because the journey is where it's at. And if you can't accept who you are in each phase of your life, you're not going to have as much joy. Another reason there's a lot of people who are suckers is because they think there's a perfect woman, an ideal world, right? I mean, if you're thinking there's an ideal world, that's the same as thinking there's an ideal woman. There is no ideal woman, right? Who's with me? Can I get an amen on a Thursday? Seriously. If we're trying to be the mold of some ideal that we have in our mind from a magazine we saw, from a beautiful body that we idolize, if we want to be that, we're always going to be disappointed. Because you want to know what the beauty of it is that the beauty of the body is that they're all different. I'm different, you're different, your friends are different, your parents are different. Would you ever tell a young girl who is, different than her other friend, who's maybe more athletic, maybe she looks like she's got more of those skills, but would you ever tell her that she's not as good? Would you ever tell her she's flawed? Nope. Never. You'd never tell a young girl that, but you're telling yourself that. You are that young girl. You never left the body that you grew up in. You are her. Her spirit is so, so beautiful. Don't hurt her, right? You're different. Your shape, your size, your talents, your flaws, love them. Don't be a sucker. And you know what? Looking different isn't going to make you happy. A skinnier waist, your highlighted hair, your makeup eyes, right? Your Botox lips. Hey, I love it all. I love improving my beauty as much as I freaking want. I want highlighted hair. I want tight stomach. I want to have, makeup on my eyebrows. It makes me feel good, right? It does. It makes me feel good. But guess what? I love myself with all that shit too. So if you're cool with loving yourself without the glitz and glamour and all the perfection, I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is when you look in the mirror and you're letting it tell you how to feel. You're telling yourself you're not good enough. You're not as pretty as this person. You're not as, your skin isn't as good as that model who's been airbrushed in the magazine, right? Your shape isn't perfect, so you're not happy with who you are. F that, okay? Can we all agree? Yes, we can all agree that is the sucker way to live. Don't be a sucker like the evil queen in Sleeping Beauty. The magic mirror on the wall is what you think of yourself. And think like Cinderella. If we don't change the conversation in the mirror, I want you to have mirrors all over your house. My husband doesn't pass a mirror he doesn't like. I'm serious, right? He passes a mirror and he's like, hey, looking good. I just love that. I freaking can't even tell you how much I love it when someone looks in the mirror and smiles and was like, yeah, I'm the bomb. You are the bomb. You are beautiful. And guess what? You are what you think. If you want to change how you feel, you want to change the person that you have kind of like, maybe you've suppressed the child and the vibrant person that you used to be. Let her out. But you have to change your thoughts first. We got to teach our kids this. We got to teach our friends this. Extend this message beyond this video. You might be watching this video and you might be like, dude, I'm good. I feel awesome. I look in the mirror and I love it. You know? Wake up in the morning with no makeup on and you're just like, yes, girl. You're fabulous, right? But your friend might not be doing it. Your cousin, your sister, right? And if your child is growing up right now, it's so important to extend this message and to make sure that every time they see themselves, they see the best in themselves. This is so huge. This is such a staple of life. This is such a staple of growth for so many young women. Imagine the high school girls, if they could just learn more of this from you, from me, from other leaders that know this is what it should be, but we're not even practicing it ourselves. Be a leader in this. Be a leader in this, because if every day you can give me 3 action steps. 1, have an empowering, positive conversation with yourself in the mirror. Every single day. Can you do that? That's 1 action step. Even if you don't feel like it, even if you feel flawed and wrinkled, do it anyway. Fake it till you make it happen. Okay? Number 2, when negative, self-limiting beliefs about yourself come up, because they will, all day long. Trust me, I'm freaking battling these bitches too. They come up during the day. It doesn't matter when it is. You're going to replace it with something better. Because they'll come up. This is like coming at you. But guess what? You can choose to replace it. Will you do that for me? Thank you. Number 3. 3 new mantras that you're going to repeat in your day. Just 3. I don't care what it is. It could be the most simple thing ever. 3 mantras that empower you, make you feel good. It doesn't have to be about your looks, doesn't have to be about your weight, doesn't have to be about your brains, doesn't have to be about how amazing you are to your family. Pick 3. Let's change the conversation. Let's make it joyous, because guess what? Those emotions, those feelings on a day-to-day basis is the experience of our life, is our life experience. So I'm going to end on that note, is that our day-to-day feelings dictate our life experience. And if you guys want to have a joyous, a positive, a loving, a fun, a friendly, joy, just joy. You gotta change the thoughts. It all starts in the mind. Everything we do. You can't stay in line with a fitness program? It's in your mind. You can't eat healthy? It's in your mind. Everything. It starts up here. Right? Okay, so I love you. I want to leave you with that thought. Your life experience depends on it. You're going through life for only so many years. Think about your elders right now who are getting towards the end of their life, because we're going to be there someday. And are you going to say to yourself, man, my life was filled with joy, was filled with acceptance, was filled with passion and love and laughter, right? Who cares if you were 10 pounds overweight? Who cares if you didn't have perfect eyebrows? Who cares if your waist was a 20? I want you to live your life to the fullest. Embrace who you are. Love who you are. Kick some ass. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah.